Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Jerry Mboweni here, certified life coach and an NLP practitioner. Also of the book called 11:59:59, an ex-junk last minute victory, drug counselor, a fitness trainer, and a public speaker. That is naturally who I am and what I do for a living. And today I'm going to speak about how to ask for forgiveness and make amends. How to ask for forgiveness and make amends. We have a say in our recovery that you're gonna have to make a list and make amends to the people that you have hurt them and ask for forgiveness. So that is the topic that I'm going to speak about it. Please, if you're gonna stay until the end of this video, I have a gift for you. Watch this video to the end and say, Jerry, I've watched the video to the end, and please ask for your gift and I'll give gift for you. So let's start going to talk about it. In addiction and recovery that I spoke to. In fact, this one I spoke to, for those who know me, I work as a drug counselor as well. So I was speaking with one of the family member that this day that his daughter was addicted to drugs. And he came to me and he said, Jerry, you know what, my daughter, she's 6 months clean. I'm very grateful for her and I'm very, very happy. Things are going very well. But my daughter never come and ask forgiveness for things she has done for me and my wife, which is referring that his wife, which is the daughter's stepmother. Because while on addiction, time, the daughter did a lot of damage, harm, and then with this guy and the wife, and now the daughter is clean, ripping up the fruits of the recovery, but yet the daughter didn't go to the father and say, I am sorry. And the father is kind of telling me, you know what, Baja, this thing is eating me inside. Didn't you see the damage that you make? And I say to that particular, and he also mentioned that some of the things she still do the same thing that she was still in addict. And I say, you know what, this particular person maybe doesn't know the 12 steps in recovery, what we need to do. So that's why I decided today to shoot the video. Greg normally say this, abstain plus change equal recovery. Abstain plus change equal recovery. So recovery is not only stopping using drugs. We have to change. Everything else we have to change. We have to change the way we speak to the people. We have to change the way we respond. We have to change. Abstain and change, this equal recovery. We need to understand. On our addiction, we have hurt people. And sometimes on our addiction time, we have hurt people unintentionally. We didn't even mean to hurt them. It was unintentional. But the people are hurting. It does not matter. Still, we need to take time and do reflection, which is called inventory, and say, was my action hurt anybody on my using drugs? And on my using drugs. And then once you get to understand, because sometimes people are like, yeah, Jerry, I was in drugs, but I don't know who to go and ask forgiveness. And I say, do an inventory. Do an inventory. Where did you step? Where did you step people's toes? What area did you do? I'm sipping my tears always. Beautiful. Some stuff in this tea. Very, very, a lot of stuff I won't share with you today. Okay, I got the topic to talk. So even if unintentionally, we need to make. We are responsible for the way we behave and as affect other people. We are responsible of the way we behave in our addiction. And the addiction, I say to the people, is like this abdominal tract, which when it comes and started to sweep the whole thing. In other words, affect people, burn the bridge, all of those things. So in recover, it's our responsibility to go and ask for forgiveness. We have step 8 says, we make a list of all the person we have harmed and become willing to make amends to them all. Let me explain the word amends there, because majority of people, they don't understand what. So I went to the dictionary to check. To make amends is to do something to correct a mistake that one has made or bad situation that one has caused. to correct it. You know what I'm trying to say? So don't just say, I'm sorry. How are you going to correct it? How are you? It's simply say, pay back for the mistake that you've said. And it suggests that don't do that if it's going to cost you harm. I got 2 stories to share with you. So one day I was in a class, a recovery class. We were giving a lecture. We were talking about issue of forgiveness. One girl stand up, and the lady was saying, the first lady was saying, no, my husband is unfaithful, he's been sleeping around, and blah, 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 but I forgive him. One lady put her hands up. Okay, they all come from the same community. And he said, you know what? I'm one of those ladies that I was having an affair with your husband. Please forgive me. I'm like, what? How could you say that? You see, that was not really asking for forgiveness. That is like egoistic. Want to show that I was also better that side. The best way is you have to think sharing, asking for forgiveness will make more harm. If it will make more harm, don't do it. If it is going to make more harm to that person, don't do it. We only ask forgiveness when we find ourselves it's not going to make more harm. And once we ask for forgiveness, we must be willing to correct it. I'm going to give you an example. So if you stole, you must pay every cent. And if you doesn't have, you must be willing to say, I will pay. A majority of the people that we have stole from them in our addiction, when we approach them and they say, I would like to pay, you know what they will say? Most of them, they forgive. If they don't forgive, make a plan. 2 stories. There was a guy who was in a program as well. He came clean. He came to this contact of this step 8, and he said, Jerry, there's a man in my street. I stole a grinder from this man. But somehow every time I pass there, I don't feel good about it. You know, I just want to go and ask for forgiveness and pay back the man back. And he said, great, go. He went, he spoke to the man. You know what the man said to this guy? He said, brother, you don't need to pay. I am only proud because you are clean. You used to be terrible in the street, but now you are clean. I'm proud of you. I forgive you. You don't need to pay my grinder. See what I'm trying to say? People are not willing to say, even you could say, I don't have money, I'm not working now, but I will give you every week 10 rand or 5 rand from 350 of unemployment that I'm getting. I will give you some of that money to pay back. Majority of people, they will say, oh, it's okay, but don't just, especially if it's eating on inside when you see the person. Another story, my own story, when I was in addiction, active addiction, you know, I live in the streets as a beggar. So there was this lady had a shop, will always give me merchandise to go and sell it, and I bring money. I go sell it and I bring money. Sometimes one day I decided to run away with his money. I couldn't sell it. It was a weekend. I'm like, oh no. So I smoke from the capital that the lady has given to me, and then I ran away. And then she came and she caught me, took me to a shop, searched me all the money, take all the stuff, but they were still short. And eventually, immediately after that event, I went to rehab center. Praise God for that. Then I came out of rehab center. I think about 8-9 months later. Yeah, 9 months later, I can't remember. But I think 2 years later, I can't remember because I went with my wife, and I married after 2 years. I went to her, and I said to her, I'm sorry. She couldn't even recognize me. Say, how was this guy here begging on the street? He said, yeah, you're looking good. And she started to cry. She looks at my wife. They never meet. Look at them, 2 of them. They look at each other. They start to cry. The lady become my friend. She's still my friend today. In fact, when on my launch of the book of 1159, she was a guest speaker. That lady. You know, so you can see when we ask forgiveness and willing to make amends, and I pay for my thing that day, and willing to make amends. Majority of people are, and the relationship then are stored from there. So this is very important part of our recovery step. Do not ignore this step. So here is 4 ways quickly to sincere ask for forgiveness. Number 1, you have to admit. Yeah, you're gonna have to go and admit, hey, this was my wrong. Guys, do inventory. Do inventory in the situation before you go and say, I'm sorry. Because I'm sorry if I've hurt or I've offended. No, tell me, this is, look here, my behavior day, when I was speaking to you that way, I feel I've hurt you, I'm sorry. Don't say if I've hurt you or anything. Number one, you have to admit. Number two, acknowledge. Acknowledge you are wrong. I was wrong in that situation. I was wrong in that situation. And number three, you're going to have to correct what you did wrong. Say, I'm sorry, I will never do it again, and I'm going to correct it. And when you start to correct it, if it's something that you need to pay back, you must pay back. If it's something that you have to do it, you must do it. You don't have to pay back with money or whatever it is. You can pay back with the kind. If you live in a home, you can pay back with the kind, whatever it is. But that is the way we make amends. I hope this video has helped you. And if you're here for the first time, guys, before you leave, please hit the subscription button down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video, leave the comment down below, guys. I read all the comment. I really appreciate. And if you watch until here at 11 minutes, here's the thing, gift from you. You are welcome to book for a free one-on-one coaching session. Say, Jerry, I've watched your video to the end. I would like to book for a free one-on-one coaching session. It's online. All my details for booking are on the description down below. If you have not heard my story before, once again, I was drug addict. In fact, I live in the street as a beggar for 1.5 years. I'm currently going for 20 years, 29 of May, 2024. 2024 this year, 29 of May, God willing, I will be 20 years clean. It's going to be a big party. You are all invited. Praise God for that. I'll be 20 years clean. And now I'm currently giving back to the community the what I've learned. So thank you very, very much. Thank you for always coming back and watching video. I really appreciate. God bless you. See you to the next video. Bye for now. Peace.